In attendance, we have myself, J.T. Thomas, Janice Lancaster, Regina Stacy, Tom Roller, Dick Zukowski, and we are absent at 6 out of 7. We're missing Angela Sullivan, and she may come in yet. Staff members are here. Diane's just leaving, and we're on our own. Okay, we'll start off. There's not a lot to talk about. Let's start off with the approval of the August 8th minutes. Anybody have any comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Do I have a second?
Second. I'll second it.
Angela just walked.
I think Virginia. Hi, Angela.
Hi,
Angela
Angela.
at 302. Angela Sullivan just walked in at 302, so we have a full committee.
Okay.
All right, that was J.T. Thomas that made the motion to approve the minutes. I'm going to give the second to Virginia.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Okay, minutes are approved.
And there's your agenda over there. They're all there. Yeah.
Okay, Diane, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but is Mike in the building? Could you, Angela?
Yeah.
Am I getting?
No, just here, I'm sitting right here.
Ted, how are you?
What did she say?
Just coming in a second.
But you didn't get to ask her a question?
I asked Mike was here.
All right, while we're waiting to see Mike before. Diane, is Mike in the building?
Oh, Mike,
Tish.
Tish or Mike Kraft?
Mike Tish, I'm thinking.
Let me double check.
Do we need L at all, or?
I'll ask her when I don't really have anything for her right now. I know if you've seen the dead grass out there that was sprayed to kill it by Gateway Services, they'll be in and replacing that with sod, so.
You started today taking the bushes out.
Yeah, I saw digging, cutting, trimming bushes, yeah. Do some repairs there. They're also gonna be pulling down a couple more trees and doing some more tree trimming to try to open up the lights a bit more than they did the last time. Still a couple of lights hidden.
It was that was the problem, it needed light, the landscape, the grass.
No, this is from last year's
okay.
storm when they piled the trees and debris.
Okay.
No, I
out
think it was
there.
just that, they were bad grass.
Yeah, bad grass, and also they're just cutting out some of the bushes that are not in good shape. Mike, you guys apparently, I think, I'm not sure who was working with you on this, but you had replaced 2 no parking stop signs, or no parking signs.
I gave,
One on Weatherstone, one on Jewelstone, I think.
I had staff replace a few signs out there, and then I gave an additional sign or 2 to the CAM.
I think there's a new one on, Bluestone.
No parking?
No, the street stop sign.
Oh,
Stop
there's-
sign.
right,
Stop
there's-
sign. No, I'm
right,
talking
there's-
no parking signs, just
We
2.
didn't put those in, your HOA did. Your CAM, they had those, but I wasn't involved in that.
Well,
With
the
those
signs, we didn't have the signs, I thought you did.
The no parking signs, no, they contracted those with somebody else. We didn't put those in.
Okay.
The sign company,
That's new to me too.
they came here, Shannon was involved in that, that wasn't us.
Okay. Because one of the signs, I'm not sure where they got it from, because it had never been in our community. It was really not valid for where it is. And I don't think it's appropriate. We need to probably swap that sign out.
I ordered some from there's the guy that lives in your community that works for Sign Tech down in Naples. They're getting the post that you have, the green post, the decorative post, and the same language that you have on all the rest of them. We're gonna replace those 2 with,
More appropriate.
well, the ones that are the
All right.
Same as all the
Because
rest
the
of
one
it.
little sign has arrows on it and no parking, and it, no, it's not, doesn't say the same thing as that
Correct.
sign. So that was handled then.
I ordered 2 additional, well, I have 3, there's gonna be 1 spare.
I really thought that it was you guys that put those.
We didn't put those.
Because I
Okay.
think we had the one on Weatherstone that's behind the dumpster. Because I came back here 2 weeks ago and there was a few back there, in your sign pile.
There's one that was from the storm, but there wasn't a sign in it, there was just it got broke. I didn't see it.
There was a sign, I took a picture of it too.
Somebody ran over one. Has it ever been put back up?
So that's one of the things we were working on.
That's the one, that was the one by the dumpster, I think,
Yeah.
on Weatherstone.
No, going up towards the clubhouse, like as you're leaving the neighborhood on the right.
No, that was
Take
a
that line
long time
out.
ago. That is back up. That was a,
That was a speed sign, wasn't it?
it wasn't a speed sign. It's back up though. There is a sign there. I forgot what it is though.
There was an issue with getting the insurance company to pay to put that sign up on the
Okay.
bend where the woman went off the road.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right, so that's about the only thing I got for that. And I understand we have lost water again, and are we okay with that? Is that not your shtick?
That's you
the other
guys-
mics? Okay.
Well, no, you guys are coordinating, that's a contract you have with
I
Comcast
understand.
and the districts.
I do understand that, but I was just curious. The road's getting fixed right now, and so is the sidewalk, yeah.
They filled the hole in.
Okay.
They've compacted it. They've got to wait 3 days before they can actually put asphalt down.
Okay.
So.
Anybody have any questions? I got nothing else for you right now. Anybody have any questions for
Then
me?
I know that the guy was gonna coordinate with you with McShay to do the striping.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear from you guys on a date certain so that we can make sure that things will be irrigation shut off and nobody parked there. And I talked, we have a bi-weekly, construction meeting with Comcast. They're people doing that work to make sure where they're gonna be and they're not gonna be in our way with their equipment and their
We
vehicles.
just have to
Once I
coordinate
know.
with Manscaped to make sure that
The word's off.
the day, the water's off that day.
Not a problem. Still no date on that?
No, I thought I told him to talk to you, so you guys don't have to go through me.
I got you. But I think he should still at least notify you when he talks to me, just to keep me in the loop. And I have heard nothing from him.
Okay, I'll give him a call.
I appreciate that, because I've never spoken to him.
Shannon just confirmed, no, she did not install any signs.
I did.
She said CDD did, I thought.
No, some guy showed up there where these signs go, it's like, I didn't order any signs, and they wouldn't install them. So,
That was new to me. I wasn't aware of that.
We'll look into that, get to the bottom of it. But at least I know that something else is coming. All right, very good.
And there was one in the back, but I'm not sure if it's gone, then that had been.
no, there's an old post, but it's broken.
No, I'm talking about this, because they just put generic
Not
signs.
the post, but the sign, yeah.
They put generic metal.
The
metal
poles,
pole,
yeah, the metal,
yeah.
you know,
Right. We can look at it after the.
okay,
Okay,
very good.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mike.
thanks, Mike.
I don't have a whole lot on this agenda for today. So, I know. We have I do not have an answer, from Tony on this, Diane? One more time, if you hear me?
Yeah.
Diane?
Is Kathy here, or did she leave?
She left.
I think she had to beat someone, she said.
Okay.
On Pelican. So you need Diane back there?
Yeah, I got a question.
She might be talking to somebody because she's not in.
Well, I need, maybe if Chris has a moment then.
He's not available.
He's not available. And Diane's not available either?
No, I asked, do you need
Yeah, I'd like to ask her a question. She would probably know the answer. Does everybody have this?
Red's okay.
Yeah, the reds, all right. Because I don't have any, I was looking for some answer from Tony on this, and that's what I want to know.
Yes,
Was this,
Diane.
ever discuss at the last meeting this bridge contract?
I can't answer that because I was on vacation.
Oh,
And I just loaded the videos to the website. So, probably tomorrow I'll start viewing. I always go back and view.
Is that how you get your minutes from it?
I don't do the minutes.
You don't do the minutes?
No, the management company does minutes. I used to do all of them.
We miss you doing ours.
I'm sorry.
unfortunately, Kathy, I think that's her.
No, she's in my office.
Oh, is she?
Yes. Would you like me?
Ask
I'll
her
just ask her now.
if this was ever discussed and Tony had anything to say about this. Because I had requested for it to be at that meeting.
Okay.
And nothing on that agenda said that I needed to be there, so I didn't come.
Okay. All right. 1 second.
Thank you.
Anyone got anything else?
Yeah, it's pretty, like I said, there's not a whole lot today.
Well, I have a question that I had emailed you on. Who has the report, because everybody's pointing fingers in different directions, has the report on the 10 that were found for the storm drains?
You talking about the 280 that they cleaned, that they checked, just checked for us?
That we had checked, and there are 3 missing. Who has the?
They
list
said
of
they had
reports?
trouble, well, they're not missing, they didn't find them that day.
Correct.
Whoever went out to check.
So my question is, and
Mhm.
nobody can get an answer yet, I need to see the report where it has the 10 that were found, the 10 that were done. Somebody has that.
It wasn't,
report.
there was not 10, it was just looking at, and I think it was close to, what, 200 of them?
There was a bunch.
It was a lot.
But what she's talking about
Was the 3
specifically
that
are
were-
certain
they were
types
found.
of drains, and the 3 were not missing.
I have information, it's probably not good information.
Go ahead.
Tony was not at the meeting either. His assistant was there, and she only discussed what, had to be discussed.
All right, so-
no, it wasn't brought up.
We'll kick that subject down to the next meeting then, and try to show up at a board meeting here and see what's going on and try to talk to them, bring the subject up.
Thank you.
Do you know the inspection in our community? You guys didn't do it, but I'm not sure if you have a copy of the report for the drains in our community. We did it.
They had to be, they're in our board books.
You mean Morris
Yeah,
Riley?
Yeah, we probably, who was
Was
it?
it Morris Riley?
The one that Scott works for.
No, that's Extreme Divers.
Extreme Divers,
Extreme
that's
Divers.
Brad.
There's gotta be a report.
It was.
There is.
It was Extreme Divers, it was probably
Can you give me a time
3-page,
period?
a 3-page thing. It was something that Stoneybrook hired.
Okay, can you give me a time frame
May, June?
this year?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do some.
Just to see if you have it. I know we have it somewhere. Angela, have you checked into the office just to see if it was there, if they had it in there? Because
I
that's.
think I called this office and then I
No.
contacted you guys, but I haven't asked the county.
That was done by the board, not by
Okay.
here. We went ahead and did that on our own. In fact, the board approved it and authorized like $5,000 to be spent to inspect and clean as necessary within certain parameters.
So do you think Shannon would have it? Cam would have it?
There's a good chance that Shannon would, I would think so.
If not,
Yeah,
who's
if
next?
your board
Yeah.
kinda
I know
initiated,
Margaret
I don't know
would.
if we would.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's possible. It makes
I
sense to
will.
me, we would have provided a copy to you,
Right.
but I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that we have it.
We have it on our
between us,
board
and we
books.
have it down.
We talked about it at an HOA meeting.
So check with Shannon, okay?
I will, research it and try to get back to you tomorrow.
I appreciate
You probably
it.
don't even have to research it, I don't think she has it.
I know.
I
Well, you
would
know what?
research
I'd like to see if she has it, just because we'll get her a copy.
We'll get her a copy anyways,
All right, fine.
save you some time.
Okay.
Cause I think I can find it a lot quicker than her researching. it.
Possibly. And I'm telling you, Shannon should have it, because that was done in there. Thank you, Dana.
Okay.
I just thought you would have the copy because I know we were trying to see.
We
if
probably
could
do.
reimburse down the road, so somebody's gotta have a report.
It's in my pile of paper, probably yet to be filed or something to be finished up. And there were some issues why that was up in the air yet, simply because of that we had paid for it. Now Gateway's looking at other communities, and we might have to discuss.
So do we have anything in writing on asking to be reimbursed yet, or is that something? think
No.
the board's gonna do eventually?
No, timing here is kind of important.
Okay.
So on that subject, we will just contact Shannon. And if she doesn't have it, let me know, email me.
I'm just curious, because I told her, I think, it's been 2 years, this one grass area, we think we found one.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'd be surprised if they didn't find it when they did the thing 2 years ago, because they did clean out all our drains about 2 years ago. And I thought they had found everything at that time. Okay. Anybody else have anything? Okay. Any committee requests before I ask for the audience? All right, we have a couple people out here. Anybody have something they'd like to discuss?
I just saw the no park, of the parking signs, is that all that was discussed, was the
Yeah, all we were
replacement of
looking
them?
for was the actual sign.
The actual signage,
Yeah,
okay.
that's all that discussion was about. And we're still waiting for a little bit of clarification from Tony on that.
Okay.
And it has to do with minutia detail.
Now, what's Reds?
Reds is a towing company.
No, I know, but what do you have? Is there a
We
copy of that?
presented to Tony, we didn't get a response yet, a copy of Red's contract. And want to make
Is
sure.
that up here in part of this, is it part of the packet?
Is it there?
It's up there.
Is it up there?
Okay. I got it.
Yeah, you can help yourself, Tony.
Okay.
The forms needed to fill out and not.
Yeah, it's not filled
No,
out.
it's-
no.
it's-
Before
there's
we
a-
even filled out, we wanted to make sure that Tony didn't have a problem with it and did anything with it. It wasn't gonna- We weren't gonna sign a contract with it.
Tony's gonna give us, who's gonna sign the contract?
The board, our board.
Your board? Our
We
board?
need authorization from him to be able to bring the Reds in. The answer he gave us was present me with a contract, and that's what this is about.
so is this on the agenda for the next board meeting?
Our board meeting, not until we get some kind of guidance from him to make sure we get the rubber stamp of approval from him. I didn't know he wasn't gonna be at the last board meeting.
What's the purpose of hiring a towing company?
Because that's the one way that legally Gateway can actually enforce no parking on its roads. They can have vehicles towed.
I don't understand. Gateway Services can hire a
Without cost,
deputy to do
without
that,
cost to
or
them,
a-
yeah. Not towing. Towing is up to Gateway.
Oh, okay,
No parking tickets would be up to the Lee County Sheriff's Office.
okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. I told you what, I don't really care for towing companies.
No, and we discussed that, and that's my last thing
Yeah.
of recommendation, last path to go down. And it comes down to enforcement, time of day, and all those sorts of other things. And that's not gonna be the first thing we do, that's for sure.
We had we had an abandoned vehicle one time, I can recall someone talking about no plates parked on a roadway. Who handled that?
Shannon had to call here and actually get authorization,
What?
because it
Okay.
sat there for 3 days.
My question would be, why wasn't the sheriff called? The sheriff could come out, check the vehicle to see if it's stolen, find the owner and stuff, and then he could tow it since it's a public roadway.
I think it came down here and I think they did the calls.
Okay,
'Cause we didn't have the
I mean,
authority
that's
to
the
do it.
easiest way to do it, instead of getting the HOA and the CDD involved, you get the sheriff's involved, it's parked on a roadway.
On the
Because many of those
surface,
cars-
it sounds like this should be the easiest way to go.
Yeah.
You might be surprised the response you'll get if you try to ask them to tow a car out of the community. They still
No.
look at us as a private community,
Yeah,
even
but
though
they
the
still-
roads are owned by Gateway.
They would still have the access to checking VINs and checking license plates and checking things to find out who the owner is.
To make sure it's not a stolen car
Right,
or
right,
whatever.
that's the key, and then they could probably, if it is stolen, then they would take charge real quick and get it out of it.
I can't say for sure, but I thought Lee County Sheriff's Office was contacted that time.
Okay, I didn't, I hadn't heard one way or the other, that's
And
what,
that was,
yeah.
you know, my memory, that they were contacted.
Well, I know that the tickets and the towing are two different entities that you're thinking about. If this were in effect and you come up with your timelines and rules and regulations, who would be signing off on this? Because if it's just like somebody at the office that can after 5 o'clock, who would be responsible to sign off on having something actually?
Well, once you pay Lee County Sheriff's Office to come in, you really don't sign off on them. You give them some guidelines. And really,
So somebody makes a phone call.
the county, I mean, and the office contacts the sheriff's office.
I just didn't know if
Just like
like-
when we do speed checks right now, it's the same thing.
I just wasn't sure if like, forms had to be filled out before something could be done.
They already are filled out. It's like a quasi interlocal agreement.
Okay.
Same
And,
thing we had to sign for Lee County to come in and enforce
there's-
speeding tickets.
Yeah, and so there's an agreement already signed there to give them the authority to do that. And we have to pay them to come in and give out the speeding tickets too. And in fact, I know sometimes the Ray's doing it inside our own community. But when they do that, you know, we give them a guideline about what time of day we have a problem, and they'll come in, and we don't get involved beyond that point. We really don't.
Okay.
Other than pay a bill. And that's one of the reasons we brought the speed indicator sign in for two. One, Gateway owns it, doesn't cost us anything, and two is, we're not trying to drive up people's insurance costs or have them get big fat speeding tickets, although a couple people did. But, you know, we're trying to get people to slow down.
How long ago did we, have the last speeding, I guess?
We haven't done it in a while.
We haven't done it in a while. I would say the last would have been early this year.
So is it something we're gonna do like every other month, or?
I would say there's no definitive plan. I was hoping, and I think it has had some impact, putting that sign up there has slowed people down a little bit. And,
I think we need to turn it around now.
yeah, we'll flip it around. No, I
No,
agree.
Double
I think
Go
we need
the
to turn it
opposite
around.
way.
Yeah, well, it started that direction, and then we brought it over to that side. We
And we
did
only have
Okay.
one of those,
side.
can't put one on each side.
It's hard to see in the mornings, the other direction now, the sun
Yeah, the
shines
sun
on
hits it, I know.
Can't see it.
You can't
You
read.
can see the machine, you can't see what
Let's
it
say-
says.
Well, if it turns on, that means you're going too fast. If it's off, that means you're still good.
No, but even if it comes on, you can't see it. You really can't see it. The sun washes it out.
It's a reminder.
It is a
No,
reminder.
actually, I will tell you, even myself, I'm driving down.
My radar detector goes crazy with it
Oh,
though.
I bet.
But it gets people's attention, and that's what
Yeah,
I'm trying to do.
yeah.
It is a reminder, because I catch myself sometimes,
Yes.
not even knowing.
If you're going a little.
It's just-
that's
it's
why
just-
somebody's-
I've heard that before too.
I'm sure you have.
I was
I-
just curious because of, you know, school started and you've got all the kids now with the routine of buses and.
You would think
This is
that
the
we
one
can-
time you want people to
You
not
would think we
speed.
can get Lee County Sheriff's Office to come in here just because we pay them taxes. And it amazes me that we gotta pay them to come and do the job in our community, but we do. If we, and speaking for myself, and I'm not the only decision maker here that makes this decision, but the fact is that we do respond to complaints. And lately, the complaints haven't been that bad.
Okay.
So I'm like to think that maybe having that sign there has made a little bit of an improvement, I don't know.
3 people tried to run over me at the crosswalk. This
Oh, my
past
wife
week.
almost got rear-ended by a bus today, slowing down for someone in a crosswalk. She called me. Yeah, school bus.
You would have thought the third car would have stopped. I was standing there going, pointing.
What can I say? That's not much I can control on that one. Warren, you got anything for us?
No,
I'm shocked.
I brought my parking information, you're gonna talk about signs.
Yeah.
But you already, I had a different notion of what you were gonna talk about.
Yeah, well, it was just a
Yeah,
sign. That's
that's fine.
just, we knew we had the problem, we knew we had some issues, didn't know that Tony wasn't gonna have the opportunity to look at it. So we'll
Well, we
kick it
already
to
talked
next
about the
week.
one problem with that one sign, and that was.
With that said, I don't think we got anything for Elf this time around. We know what's going on. They are working, and I know we gotta get this work done in September, so that we put this year's budget. And that's about the only other issue I got. So, if you could, gentlemen out in the audience have no questions, we're going to, I'll entertain a motion.
Next meeting.
I'll make
Oh,
one.
yeah, October 10th, yeah. I'm sorry.
Everyone's good with
I'll
that?
make the motion that we adjourn.
Second.
I'll second it.
Dick Zukowski made the motion to adjourn, and J.T. Thomas seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
We're good.
3:25.
Good shot.
What do you guys like to know about my generator?
No nonsense, just
She said you
right to
guys
the
had all
point.
kinds of
Yeah.
questions about it.
Oh,
That was on Tuesday morning at coffee.
If it ran the air
It should be
conditioner.
right, yeah.
Yes, it does.
So how big is it?
Just so you don't think that was fun.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, oh, I believe